Woo! Man, it's hot in here. Hi Arrows, I'm Kashan and you are watching The Book Archer. This is going to be books I want to reread. I'm going to start with a staple because how can I not? As you guys know, I'm a die-hard Potterhead. I love the Harry Potter series and I have been wanting to reread this series for a very long time. I just got a new coworker who loves Harry Potter and we were talking the other day about how the movies leave out so much from the books, and it's just been so long since I've read these. I just want to be back in this world and reminded of all of the wonderful reasons that I fell in love with reading. I've never read Harry Potter and didn't enjoy myself, so I just want to revisit these books. The next books that I want to reread is the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. Now this is only Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising. I actually don't own Shadow and Bone because when I first picked this series up, I didn't think I was gonna like it, so I got Shadow and Bone from the library. When I do reread these books, I'm for sure going to pick up Shadow and Bone. I mentioned to you guys before, after I finished reading the Six of Crows duology, how it made me really want to reread the Grisha trilogy. I just feel like I will appreciate it so much more than I did the first time around. There is just something about these characters, especially the main character and the Darkling, that I really enjoyed, and this trilogy did not play out the way I expected it to, or a way a lot of fantasy trilogies play out. So I kind of just want to revisit that world where everything does not happen the way that you expect it to, because some fantasy is becoming really cliche. So I just want to go back and enjoy these again. The next book that I want to reread is one that was one of my favorite reads of 2017, and that is You Are Badass by Jen Sincero. You've seen me mention this book on my channel a few times. I just wanted to go back and reread this because I'm pretty sure I read this in March of last year, and it was when I had a lot of new stuff starting off and I was just so receptive to everything in the book. So I kind of just want to revisit some of the themes I learned from this book and kind of go through and highlight a few of my favorite parts. The next book that I want to reread is Amy and Rodgers' Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This is the first Morgan Matson book that I ever read, and it is about this epic road trip across country. This book discussed so many themes about forgiveness and moving on and personal issues, but I also loved the random places that they stopped along the way. I really am thinking about planning a road trip. I kind of just wanted to revisit this story that has a lot of cool and random places, and every place mentioned in this book is a real place. Like Morgan Matson actually took this exact road trip that the characters are taking as part of like research for the book. So there are lots of little photos and receipts and everything throughout the story that just make it so amazing and so authentic. I definitely am going to be rereading this soon. The next few books that I was thinking about rereading is the Shatter trilogy by Tahereh Mafi. Now, I'm not sure I would want to read Shatter because I didn't really like this one. It was just necessary to the rest of the plot. But I loved Unravel Me and Ignite Me so much. Like, once you get to the halfway point in Unravel Me, it's like the story just takes off from there. Everything starts coming together. Dots start connecting. And I just love it from that point on. I remember when I first started my BookTube channel, I used to talk about this trilogy all the time. It was just such a fun, guilty pleasure read and so enjoyable. I think I read these books in like one sitting, so they're really fast-paced reads. Tahereh Mafi's writing style is very unique. I just want to be in this world again, and I just am feeling the nostalgia of the first books that I fell in love with on BookTube, and this was one of the series that was recommended to me by Sam over at Thoughts on Tomes. She had talked about how much she liked Unravel Me and Ignite Me, so I decided to pick up this trilogy, and it was so much fun reading this. Not only that, but the TV show is coming out really soon. I know that they've started working on like the screenplay or something for episode 1 or the pilot episode. So I need to refresh myself because I for sure we'll be watching that. And the last book that I was thinking about rereading is To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, as well as P.S. I Still Love You, which is sitting right back there. Always and Forever Laura Jean comes out on May 2nd. I loved this duology when it was still a duology so much. These books were so funny to me and so lighthearted, but they still stuck with me. A lot of times I end up reading these fantasy reads or these heavy reads, and then those are the ones that stick with you. You get involved in them. But this was like just cute, fun, light love stories, but you like the characters. And there were some laugh out loud funny moments in P.S. I Still Love You. That's my favorite out of these two books, but I really just want to reread these so that I'm fully invested in Always and Forever Laura Jean when it comes out in May. Those are just a few of the books that I want to reread. What are some books that you've read that you really want to pick back up again? Or are y'all even rereaders? Leave it all in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at theBookArcher. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!